demo. What FEDSEP homepage looks like. If you come here, MD715 tab, underneath it, you will find Workforce Data tab. Here we have made 3 changes. We have added applicant flow data, pay data table, pay plans. Let's look into pay plans first. On this screen, agency will find their agency name here. Please ensure your name is correct for the agency. For this demo, we will use General Service Administration as example. Once you are on this page, you can find all the pay plan grade on the left, GS grade on the middle, and management position next to it. If agency wants to add new pay grade, they can simply go here. They can give the value. They can choose equivalent grade, and they can add management position title. And they can simply press this button to add a pay plan. Now here we can see GS12 equivalent to GS12 supervisor has been added. Let's look into applicant flow data. Once you are on this page, agencies should see their name of the agency here. For this use case, we will give General Service Administration. Once here, you have options. Worksheet, we have worksheet A7, 9, 11, 12, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can choose whichever worksheet you want to put. For this demo, we will use A7P. Once you are on this page, you will see the data field. For whichever data field you want to put in the value, you can just expand it. Once you are on this page, you will see the race and ethnicity on the left, sex on the middle, according to their agency's requirement, and then press the save button to save. Once they save, they will see worksheet updated successfully.
Ganesh, I have a question.
Yes.
What if an agency needs to add a mission critical occupation?
Oh, yes. So when agency are on this page, they can see all the mission critical occupation. All the mission critical occupation here being listed, right? If in case they do not see here, they will have to go back to MD715, workforce data, major occupation, and they can add their agency here. If agency, they want to add new occupation code, they will come to this page. Once they are here, they can see all the major occupation code added here. They can simply come here and add major occupation code and press save button. Once saved, they will see pop up on the right. Now, if they go back to applicant flow data for that particular agency, they can see (0201) here. All the way here. So let's look into other ways to upload applicant flow data. Here, if agency, they want to use worksheet, Excel worksheet to input all the applicant flow data and they want to use XML file like previous year, they can come to this pane. And when they come here, they can choose the field and select and upload and process. When they do that, they will see either data validation successful, data loading successful, or data validation failed. If they receive validation failed, they can look into error files. If they see data loading successful, that means data went through properly. Let's now jump into A4B4 table. A4B4 table, pay data table. Once agency are on this page, make sure your name is reflected correctly. They can see the page like this. Here we have 4 tabs, A4P, A4T, B4P, B4T. For each tab, they have the pay grades here on the left. Now here, if they want to input the data for each pay grade, they can simply click drop-down menu. On the left, they can see race and ethnicity. On the right, they can see the field for the sex. Once they input the value, they can just simply press the save button to save the data.
Another question.
Yes.
What should an agency do if they do not see a pay grade or band listed to complete this table?
Okay, in that case, agency will have to go to workforce data, pay plans. On the pay plans, they will see all the existing pay plans, right? All existing pay plans. If they feel like they did not see here, for this demo purpose, we're gonna add GS10 equivalent to GS10 managers. Once that is added, if they come back to that page, they should see it. Now they can go here and they can input the data. Any other questions?
No.
So before I close this demo, I would like to say one thing. For this fiscal year, if agency they would like to use aggregate pays like previous year to upload XML file that has all the sheet 1 through 20, that means it has pay data, workforce data, and applicant flow data. They can simply do it from here like previous year. In that case, the report will be version 1.0. Now, if agency choose to upload workforce data via SND status and dynamic file, and they have to upload applicant flow data, right? For applicant flow data, this fiscal year, they can still go back to aggregate tab and upload from here the XML file. When they do it through here, the report will be version 2.0. Anytime agency, they like to upload data from applicant flow data pane, they have to make sure they go back and they fill out A4B4 data table, pay data table. A screen here, applicant flow XML does not take consideration of those pay tables, A4B4 table. Even if your XML has that file, you will have to go back to that tab and fill out the information from UI. If you use any of these tabs to upload your data, in that case, the report will have version 2.0. That concludes our demonstration for the FEDSEP. If you have any questions, please reach out to us via email listed in the PowerPoint slide. Thank you very much.